Today, I'm sharing a simple method of cooking delicious omelette with bitter gourd. I have uploaded a similar recipe before, but this is less bitter for those who prefer a less bitter taste. This recipe is for 4 to 5 servings. The ingredients needed are 6 medium-sized chicken eggs, 3 tablespoons of onion oil, 200 grams of bitter gourd, 3 tablespoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of crispy fried shallots, and 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Start with cracking the eggs. Crack the eggs in a separate bowl. In case one of the egg is bad, it won't contaminate the rest of the eggs. Alright, all the eggs are good. Next, add in 1/8 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of onion oil, and all pepper. Beat the egg for about 1 minute or until eggs and seasoning are well incorporated. Okay, the eggs are ready. Leave it aside. Next, cut the bitter gourd into half, lengthwise. Use a spoon to scoop and remove all the seeds and the white parts of the bitter gourd. Cut the bitter gourd into thin slices and put them into the wash basin. Add about 2.5 tablespoons of salt. Gently rub the salt for about 1 minute or until the salt has dissolved and the bitter gourd releases some liquids and form bubbles. By doing this, it reduces the bitterness from the bitter gourd. Try not to break the bitter gourd slices while doing this. After 1 minute, the bitter gourd is very wet and a lot of bubble has formed. Wash the bitter gourd around 5 to 6 times to ensure all the salt is washed off and the bubbles are gone. There will be a lot of bubbles for the first few washes. After 5 washes, there are finally less bubbles and it should be less salty now. Please note that this is why we wash it many times until almost all of the salt is washed from the bitter gourd. It will be just perfect and tasty. Alright, the bitter gourd is ready. Let's go and cook it. Switch on the heat, add in 100 ml of water, bring it to boil. This will take around 1 to 2 minutes. Once the water is boiled, continue to boil for 45 seconds as we don't want to overcook the bitter gourd. Okay, this should be enough. Switch off the heat and strain off the water. Leave the bitter gourd aside. Next, cooking the omelette. Switch on the heat, add in 2 tablespoons of onion oil and wait for the oil to get hot. This will take around 1.5 minutes. Once the oil is hot, use serving spoon to scoop the egg and pour over the hot oil. This will create a thin layer of eggs and prevents the egg from getting stuck on the pan. If using non-stick pan, this step can be skipped. Add the bitter gourd into the eggs and mix it right before cooking. Spread the bitter gourd evenly around the egg before it's set. Cook the omelette for about 2 to 3 minutes or until the bottom is cooked and brown. Use a spatula to lift up the side of the eggs to check. Once the egg is cooked at the bottom, flip the eggs. Oops, my apologies. I didn't realize that the camera was off when I flipped the eggs. See, the eggs looks delicious as it's cooked and perfectly brown. Continue to cook the other side for around 2 minutes to achieve the same result. After 2 minutes, the egg is cooked and ready. Flip the egg once more so that the side with the bitter gourd will be on the top when I dish out to serve. Use 2 spatulas to support both sides of the eggs and flip. Very simple. Oh wow! See, this side of the egg looks perfect as well. Switch off the heat. Omelettes are always best served immediately once cooked. Lift up the pan and slide the eggs down on the serving plate. Very simple. Next, sprinkle the crispy fried shallots over the omelette. It's ready. The beautiful omelette with bitter gourd. Let's try. Yes, it's really good. The egg is fluffy and very tasty. The bitter gourd is soft and it's not too bitter, with a hint of saltiness. Just a perfect combination with eggs and the crispy and fragrant fried shallots. Anyone who appreciates the bitter gourd will love this. Thank you for watching. Please like and share if you have enjoyed the video. This is Home Cooking with Somjit. Thank you and bye-bye.